Calling 311. This is Sadea. You're calling. I'm sorry. How may I assist you today?
Say your name again.
Sadea.
Sadea?
Yes.
Sadea, hold on for about 45 seconds. I'm bringing someone to the phone.
Okay, no problem.
Hold on. Oh, hold on one second. Hold on, okay? We'll be right back.
Or press.
Sadea? Sadea, I'm introducing you to Hearingsz and Marion. I've made it a pact with myself that I no longer want to call women in this North America without another woman on the line, because we women need to gather to say that we give one another parity. That's full representation in all government all around the world. And you can read about it at 5050now.wordpress.com, and we're broadcasting this worldwide. Sadea, Hearingsz, and Marion, you all have parity, past, present, and future. All your great and grandmothers were traveling through time with common sense, and Atlantis risen. You know, Atlantis was the longest survived civilization, and they had full parity for women in decision making. They had very great harmony with Mother Nature, and they had no wars. That's what we need. Wouldn't you agree, Sadea?
I can assist you with. I mean, I'm not exactly able to give my personal opinion.
Well, you'd like to have a world without war, wouldn't you?
I understand that, ma'am. Is there anything I can assist you with today?
And you'd like to have harmony with Mother Nature, wouldn't you? Of course. And you'd like to have full democracy for everyone, wouldn't you? Of course. So we've given it to you all. And you're online. Every blessing. Thank you so much. And Marion and Hearingsz, your day for testifying on your various topics of interest is tomorrow. We will call you early on the testimony. Sadea, are you there?
Yes.
We thank you, and you're welcome to join us. We're at 5050now.wordpress.com.
Okay. Thank you for calling 311, ma'am.
Thank you, dear. That message didn't go through according to their machine, so we'll do it again.
Thank you for calling 211.
Hi, yes. Can I put you on hold for just a moment? I'll bring someone else to the phone. Okay, probably about 35 seconds, that's all. What's your name? Michelle. Two great women of our family that want to speak with you, and I have a message to give to all of you together. Hold on one second. They're in New York too. Hold on. Okay? Michelle, are you there? Michelle, are you there? Okay. I'm introducing you to Marion and Hadass and Marion, and we have been delivering in our family and community the gift of gender parity to all people, all around the world. And you can read about it at 5050now.wordpress.com. And I am actually broadcasting this, Michelle, because we want to give this to all women. I'm a direct descendant of Mariam and Mariama of Magdala and the Nazarene family, the Magdalens and the Nazarene families. And also go back in our heritage all the way back to Queen Esther, who was offered 50-50, as do these young, beautiful ladies, and also back to Atlantis, which was an egalitarian culture, not patriarchal. The women had equal representation. So we're delivering this to everyone, and we're broadcasting it, and you're at 5050now.wordpress.com, and we're actually doing hearings on the advantages of parity culture over patriarchal culture as a peace and life and love and life culture. And you can read about it at 5050now.wordpress.com. You can read the section called the Ultimate Hearings, and you can see how you can come join us. Are you there, Michelle? I don't know. I think they've lost her. Well, she was there at the beginning. You heard her.
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To erase and re-record, press 3. To send your message with normal delivery, press 1. To send your message with urgent delivery, press 2. Thank you. Your message has been sent.
You've reached Dr. Marion.
At the tone, please record your message.
Marion, Hadass, and Marion, I hope you heard Michelle, and there was another lady, Sztate, but I don't think the messages went through properly. But there were two women on the phone with me leaving you this message, and am I telling them about the hearings and about the 5050now.wordpress.com and the parity for all people, especially important for women and youths, female and male, age 37 and younger, but especially important also, obviously, tremendously important for women after so many thousands of years, women of all ages. And also it's important to everyone. It protects everyone. Now we're going to be doing testimony tomorrow on the areas of expertise, which I already told you today that I know you have, and with a number of women of our family who have similar expertises. And I will call you just beforehand, and I would like you to join in on the testimony in person. If not, I will show your faces online, along with those of other members of our family and community and other women who have dealt in this area worldwide and are already leaders as you are in your areas, and you can enjoy being included with them. But it's important for both of you that you come. So come.
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To send your message with normal delivery, press 1. Thank you. Your message has been sent. Welcome to Mass 211, a program of your local.
Hello? 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 Oh, somebody's blocking the line. Hello? Hello? Ma Patricia. Hi. Hi, darling. We're broadcasting. I'm broadcasting right now. Let's deliver the new millennial golden rule to your daughter, Laura. All right, should we do it? What do you think? you feeling? I know. All this separation is so terrible. Let's call Myrtle then. How's that? I mean, let's call Martha. Sure. What, darling? I know. I think she should know that too. How far away from you is Martha? How long does it take for her to reach you? All right, let's call her. Let's call her. What, darling? Right. Well, hold on. I'm going to get Martha on the phone, see if we can reach her, okay? Oh, it's saying the circuits are busy. Are you there? All right. Well, then, you know what? I'm going to call you back in about 5 minutes, okay? Okay. Hi, Sarah. Can you hold for just a moment? I'm getting an older woman who's in Coos Bay on the phone with me. Hold on, okay? Can you hold? Okay, that's all it'll take. Hold on 1 second. Patricia, are you able to come to the phone? I'll call you in a minute. What's happening? Are you all right? Call me back. I'm sorry, honey. She couldn't come to the phone. Hi, what is your name? What did you say your name is? Kat, hold on one second. Hi, Kat, are you there? We're introducing you to Julianne Marie and Georgine, who are part of what you are also now by virtue of my anointing in the honor of the Mother, Father, Goddess, God, and the spirit of love of this universe, that all women, past, present, and future, have been awarded what they always deserve: gender parity and representation and full balance of love and work, always, past, present, and future. We are literally turning back time. And you can read about this at 5050now.wordpress.com. This includes your mothers, your grandmothers, all their sisters, cousines, present, past, and future, Cat. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know why? Because we want to get it around a large geographical area to say that all around the world, the women are equally in decision making so that they can protect their children, their youth, females and males, and all of that, and always always in the future, past, present, future. So we have. I know exactly what you do. You offer services to women and children and families, and I thank you so much. I'm going to send this message. Okay, and men too. Yes, men too. We're not leaving them out. Okay, very good. Ma Patricia? Ma Patricia? Ma Patricia? Hi, Ma Patricia. I'm so glad to reach you, darling. I didn't get a chance to speak with you. You were beeping in when I was on the phone with someone else, and I wasn't able to speak with you. Are you all right? How are you feeling? No, I don't. And who are the people who are coming to visit you? Uh-huh. Well, I'm broadcasting you. I'm broadcasting you so the whole world can hear you. This is Ma Patricia. She has generations upon generations of Native American women that she represents. We're delivering, and we have been delivering, and she's been helping us deliver parity of gender to all people as a human and divine right so that we can have a planet that works. Right, Ma Patricia?
That's right.
That's right. And she and I are broadcasting this right now, and we're also going to leave it on an extension on our phone tree. Hold on one second. I'll put you on hold. Do you want to do that, Patricia? I don't want to push you. Do you want to do that?
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure? I think I'm going to stand up for you on that phone tree. You should have been called a long time ago. Don't you think?
Okay.
Now, I tried reaching Myrtle just a moment ago, and I got circuits are busy message. I can try that again. Do you want me to try that first?
Yeah.
Hold on one second. I mean, Martha, hold on. Are you there, Ma Patricia? It's saying all circuits are busy. All circuits are busy is what it's saying. Now we can try Anna Marie. I can see if I can reach her. Hold on one second. Are you there? Are you there, Ma Patricia? It did not go through. It did not go through. The call did not go through. Are you there? Ma Patricia? Ma Patricia, are you there, honey? Hi, we got broken off there for a moment. I tried Anna Marie and the phone did not go through. It's not working to let me through to her phone. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with that, but there's a problem with her telephone, so we're going to have to wait on that. You're not just a sitting duck, right? Right. Okay, so hold on one second. Hold on. Ma Patricia, are you there? Martha and Anna Marie and Laura, and also Rosa and Astrid and Rosa and April and Angel and Edith, and also all of your Kazinas, Shakinas, and all of the people there. We're leaving a message to say that we're broadcasting, and your voice is being heard, saying that you are a marvelous, miraculous human being and should be treated with the greatest dignity and full representation. Is that not correct?
Okay.
Yes. And you're delivering that as a right to all the people of the world, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes. Parity of gender for women, for females, and also a balance of love and work to benefit all people, females and males. We have to repair the females and make sure that all our generations of females and males from henceforth go back to Atlantis, go back to common sense, and have this. Now, I've already called with some other people who I was able to get on the line. I'm just calling at random people that I can reach during the day to make sure that as many people know that we are at 50/50 now at WordPress.com, and we are delivering this as a act of the Mother, Father, Goddess, God, that this is what they want for their children. And this is why it's so important. And you are so marvelous and miraculous, and you've been through so much that is wrong, because our courts don't have 50% women, and because of that, they're not safeguarding the families of our families and communities, are they, Ma Patricia?
Yes.
You agree? And you and I spoke to some of the people there in your area about this 2 days ago, didn't we? Well, we did. I don't know if you remember, but we surely did. And we're working on this. All around the world, we're working on this. From this continent to Europe, to Australia, to Brazil, everywhere. And I love you. And we do honor, of course, all of our great-grandmothers. We honor Shirley and Malka and all the sisters and Kazinas on that wing. We honor Estrella and Victoria and Estrella, Mariama and Libertia, and all the Shakinas on that wing, including Raquel and Lynn and Sharon, as well as Vanessa. And we honor, of course, especially Julianne Marie and I as the great and granddaughters of Grandma Margulies and Grandma Papa, Grandma Margulies, and also all of our great and grandchildren. That includes and all of their sister Kazinas. That includes Hadass and Vanessa, and also Harlan with Stacy and Anastasia. We include Grandma Popper and Grandma Margulies and Ray and Clara and Sarah Harriet and Jacqueline and Precious Antoinette and Risen Rose and Maria Flowing Kindness and Dorothy and Lynn and Rachel and Carrie and all of the sister Kazinas and all the young sister Kazinas and young cousin brothers, including Vanessa and Harlan, Liz, with Julia Marie and I and Georgine. Isn't that right, Ma Patricia?
That's right.
Right. And I tell you that you can call me 24/7. I just tried reaching to Martha, your sister, and all I got repeatedly was that the circuits are busy. Now, why are the circuits busy in a land that has the resources as that this land has? Because the resources are being used in the wrong way. And so the people are having more trouble than they should in being in connection with their own family. Isn't that right?
That's right.
That's right. And that's what's wrong. It's a very anti-family, anti-feminine, anti-youth, anti-humanity culture that we have, and we're changing it right now, and the whole world can hear it. So is there anything else you want to say? Ma Patricia, you are, we talk about Native American braves. Well, you're a brave. You're a brave.
Yep. Well,
and you're a heart too.
You're for the family.
Right, and you're a great heart too. And your daughter has so much of that in her too. And so does your sister. And so does both your daughters and all of your great and granddaughters and your great and grandchildren. And so do ours. And we have to bring that forth.
Yeah.
And Georgine needs to speak with you, doesn't she? And Julianne Marie and Georgine both need to call you, don't they?
Yeah, well, I'm running up the minutes on this.
All right. We'll let you, we'll call you again, and they need to call you. I love you. Every blessing. Love, love to all of us, right? Vanessa and Harlan lose love is too, right? And Hadass and Marion too? I'm sure she said yes.
To save this message, press 1. To hear it again, press 2. Your greeting has been saved. To change extension type, press 1. To record extension name,
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Your voice is very soft. Now I can hear you better. Yes. Oh, I have something to help all women that your one line should know about. And I also want to introduce it to, I have a family member who works at Fox News in California. And as you know, Fox News is not always so friendly to women, but all of the media are not, to put it mildly. Can you hold for 1 second? I'm bringing someone to the phone, okay? What's your name? All right, it won't be long. Hold on 1 second. Okay, here I come. Just about 30 seconds, okay? Hold on. Hello, Jane. Jane, I'm so glad you're there. I'm waiting for Sarah. She's coming. It's going through her system. I'll explain it to you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you are finished recording, hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hello, Jane. I'm introducing you to Sarah. We are all cousines. That's the European word for cousins. All people on earth are no more than 50th cousina and cousin from everyone else. And I have figured out that the anthropology of our world is mixed up and causing us a lot of problems. It's called patriarchy, and it means that there is no cousina circle or cousin circle, and people are all split off in little tiny nuclear families and atomized families, and they have no family reunions, and people do lots of stupid things because of that. And if you ripple effect that over a couple of million people, you wind up with wars, and you wind up with waste and nuclear.
Hello?
So we're delivering gender parity as a human right, and we want you to tell everyone there on your line that we're calling Fox News, and I'll also call their assignment desk, because we're doing hearings at 5050now.wordpress.com in the name of the Mother, Father, Goddess, God, to save the planet Earth from its own waste, war, and worry caused by patriarchy instead of parity. Do you understand what I mean, Jane? Are you there, dear? She hung up, but she heard it. I anoint all women, past, present, and future, from this place that is our place of gathering of women, that was at the home, that was a hat and crown and halo store. But it wasn't really a store. It was what we have in store for us in the future, if we have parity instead of patriarchy in our world. And I'm also going to call your assignment desk. I want you to please connect me with as many of the women of the family, including the family members of the boardroom at Fox, because our media families are losing the gift of eternal life. And our family, we're calling you, Sarah, and your mom, and your grandma, and all of the women of our family to testify as to genderism, what it's like to experience genderism in your family, whether or not you think you have, whether or not you see it among other women, whether you are not willing to hear other women about the experience, and what that's all about for our world, and how that impacts in our world and all of our youth, particularly our younger people, in their future on this planet as a ripple effect. We want to go back and forth in time and deliver gender parity as a human right to every woman, going all the way back, and to all people, males too, going back to Atlantis, which was an egalitarian culture.
Remain. Please conclude your message.
And we want to be Atlantis risen and open the stargates, and we know that is the way to do it. And we're in touch with the Sagan family as well.
To send, press 1. To replay, press 2. To send now, press 1. To mark the message as urgent, press 2. Message marked urgent. Message sent. To disconnect, press 1. Goodbye.
Back to 11.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you connect me with Christina? I think I have the extension. I'll call back. I'll call back.
Please leave a voice message for Christina. At the tone, please record your message. When you are finished recording, hang up or press pound for more options.
Christina, as I understand it, you are the assignment editor for the news desk at Fox in California. We have been in touch with many media, Oprah, Discovery Channel, NBC, ABC, and CBS. And we want to do a story on the experiences of women at Fox in their families with regard to patriarchy or their exposure to the concept of parity. Do they know anything about parity around the world? Do you know anything about parity around the world? And did you know that the longest civilization that is recorded in human hers and histories was Atlantis, often called the Minoan civilization later on? That's a wrong term for it. It was Atlantis. And it was a several thousand years civilization without war, without want, without worry. The people were all very happy, not just a few, but all of them. And they lived in enormous harmony with Mother Nature and had an enormous quality of life for all of their family, community, citizenry. We are delivering divine democracy, and we are putting patriarchy on trial. And we have family members, including you. We have some closer family members who work at Fox, and as well as you, because all people are at most 50th cousina and 50th cousin from everyone else on this planet. And we are doing a case called Cousins or Co-Savioras. We believe we can save the planet Earth by delivering gender parity, and we have delivered gender parity to announcements, via announcements in many, many millions of emails, and by broadcasting over the internet. And we are doing that right now. And we want you to know that the world can hear me saying this to you, and I want you to call me. I'm at 301-933-0272. I think that half and more than half of humanity is worth a little assignment from from our media, or is it not? We know that the women in the media are working under tremendous pressure of patriarchy. Your boardrooms are mostly old men. The women of the families of the boardrooms are themselves often pitted against each other in all kinds of internecine relational aggression quarrels within their families. Their children are at worry. Their children are at risk. All of our children are at risk by patriarchy. We want to fix the picture and make it parity for everyone on earth, known to the entire world. So now, Christina, your name is most appropriate because it has allowed me to say that there is Christina is the Christ within all people, female and male. I am a direct descendant known and verifiable of both the Magdalene and the Nazarene families. And my heritage goes back further than that to Vedic India, which was also gender balanced, and especially to Atlantis, which was based on the Isle of Crete and the longest survived civilization known to humankind and without war. We are delivering Atlantis risen. I am also a direct cousina of the most famed geobiologist in the world, Lynn Margulies, who was a contemporary of my even more esteemed great and grandmothers, Ray and Clara and Harriet, and we're trying to help her sister, little Jacqueline, get free of Alzheimer's caused by the patriarchy in the family that is actually working there also at Fox. We have been putting a hearing out before the whole world. Let's compare parity and Atlantis with what we have now, with all our nuclear stockpiles, with all our sick people, with all our fragmented families, with all of our divorces, etc., 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 etc. Please call me. We want to give eternal life, and on not only on this, but on all planets, and we want to make a very clear statement in line with what Maryam of Magdala and Jesus of Nazareth taught, that the only way to have eternal life, or what we call becoming true Q, that is having the ability of space-time travel and being able to get past just being on one planet, but have connection and the ability to terraform other planets, is to have parity in the governments of all the world based on what we call the New Millennial Golden Rule, which is at 50/50 now, .wordpress.com.
Please conclude your message.
And I am speaking as intercessory for all humanity on behalf of the Mother, Father, Goddess, God. Please call me. Look at it at 5050now.wordpress.com. Thank you so much.
Send, press 1. To replay, press 2. To erase and re-record, press 3. To send now, press 1. To mark the message as urgent, press 2. Message marked urgent. To send now, press 1. To mark the message sent, 5.
a rudimentary level, women can cooperate and have joint shared phone calls. This is one of the things we've discovered a lot of North American women don't know how to do a three-way call. Can you believe that? Isn't that something? A lot of them, North American women, don't know how to do a three-way call. And my sister, Julia Marie, is a very gifted lady, but she's been avoiding one for the past 27 years. So we want her to know that we love her and we believe in her goddesshood and your goddesshood and that of Georgine, who is her neighbor. And we also left a message for her with someone on another line, and also Vanessa and Harlan Leaszt, with all the other women of our family who you could read about it in the list of the Congress of Women and Youth from all over the world is listed on our website, 5050now.wordpress.com, and you'll see the names of my family. Julia Marie and Vanessa and Harlan Leaszt are included with others. And we wanted to let Julia Marie know that she'll be giving her time for testimony on the issue of the way our culture has been handling breastfeeding. Since the 1940s, we still have been lagging behind much of the world in breastfeeding, and on-cue breastfeeding to be empathic and the best beginning for babies and mothers too. And my sister is an expert about this, and we have other members of our family who have expertise in this. And these are one of the things that falls through the cracks when government is mostly male. And we don't want that anymore. And in fact, our family is related to some very famous people, including one of the most famous astronomers who's ever lived, and through one of the most famous geobiologists who's ever lived. And in order to help our world not have earthquakes and other terrible tragic events of end times, we're switching to parity, getting out of patriarchy, and also opening the stargates, because one of our family members was very involved in the Stargate theory. And I am kind of like a modern day Ellie, if you ever saw the film. I'm an actual real Ellie kind of person that understands that the only thing that's holding humanity back from opening up the stargates and having, getting off this planet, but having this planet be sustainable and not destroy ourselves in our own wars and waste, is that we're caught in patriarchy instead of switched to parity. So we're all co-delivering parity, and you can too. And we call the people who do this in my family, and we're all family, we're all related on this planet, co-secretary generals, co-SAFERAS. How do you like that, Deandra?
I mean, it sounds nice what you guys are doing. I did want to say we are just, we're an information and response.
I know what you do, and you provide services for women and children on your line, particularly, and that's why we want you to be included in this call. So you go ahead, but go to the website, and you can join our conferences, and you can be a co-secretary general just as much as my own dearest family is very much invited to be. And we're doing hearings, holding to account all the problems of the world as they do relate to patriarchy as an anthropological system. So every blessing.
Thank you, you as well.
All right, and to all of our family and to yours, your mothers, your great grandmothers, we're doing this back and forth in time, all your sister Christinas, all the women of your family, and all your youths aged 37 and younger, female and male, get to be co-secretary generals and deliver the new millennial golden rule to the whole world. You can see it at 5050now.wordpress.com.
Okay, thank you.
Bless you, dear. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
There, Julianne Marie, and I wanted to not always call you just a single voice, and Anne Marie has been hard to reach over the last number of weeks, and I really don't like it just calling you by yourself. And you and Georgine are not fulfilling on your own potential there. You both are doing the same little nonsensical dance of non-connection. And so I'm showing all of the beautiful elements, including the heart light and the marvelous budding flowers and the milk. Of course, the milk. Right away, there's the milk, the most important thing, and the cakes. But I don't like to play these games with anybody anymore, Julianne Marie, and I'm going to be testifying to the reality of relational aggression in this culture. It's as thick as a brick. It's destroying the whole country. It's like a poison. It's destroying the whole land. The women don't know how to cooperate with each other. They're all running away from each other. And as a result, look what is going on in this part of the world. It is a farce. And it is a very dangerous farce, and it is harming the young people. Vanessa and Harlan Luzlaviz are in danger, and I don't mind saying this, and the whole world can say it, can hear me say it. I'm going to be showing their pictures. I'm going to be showing all of the kids who were thrown on Ritalin. There's how many millions of them that were put on Ritalin because their mothers were not given proper advice by doctors who couldn't be able to do an assessment of what was occurring in the lives of the people that are coming to them for help. And you've done enough of that. You had it with Dr. Strauss. I'm broadcasting now. Dr. Strauss harmed you. Now you've let Ratsky harm Harlan Luzlaviz. You have the same repetition compulsion because you live in a culture that doesn't know how to say family therapy. People run and go to courts to not talk to their own family because the courts are so idiotic that they don't even know how to do what they do routinely in Europe. Send them to family therapy. We all had a huge transition to make in this generation. We have to make it, or the world is toast, and we're all toast with it. Now, I say the names of Sarah Harriet and Ray Rayat and Clara Ra and Risen Rose and Precious Antoinette, Risen Rose, obvious Grandma Popper, Grandma Margulies, and Marie of Flowing Kindness, and I'm broadcasting as I speak to you, and Precious Antoinette and Risen Rose and Grandma Marie, Marie of Flowing Kindness, Milk, Honey, and Water, and Grandma Popper and Dorothy and Lynn and Rachel and Carrie and a lot more. And you are going to participate in a panel with, and I've already called Marion and Barbara and Jennifer. We'll get the call today. They're a little bit later in time, so I'm waiting on they're on a different time zone. You are going to do this, or you're going to be, the world is going to know why you ladies don't. They're going to be told about what little strange processes is going on among North American women, that they cannot be bothered to do what everybody else around the world did. And now they rank 94th in representation. And now their children have no family leave. And now their land is turning into a cocktail of methane and carbon. Thanks to the fact that our little ladies can't be bothered to talk to each other because of their mother wounds and their father obsessions, because they're not dealing with their mother wounds. It's over. This game is over. The electric complex has to be dealt with properly. As if we have to do mass therapy, then that's what we'll do. But the North American women have to understand that they need to put each other as a priority in front of older men. If they don't understand that, there's going to be a big boom in Chicago, a big, terrible environmental catastrophe, whether it's a total loss of bees and butterflies and terrible windstorms and tornadoes, etc., or a true nuclear power disaster, which could happen any moment because you've got Homer Simpson at the controls with no family leave. So wake up. And I'm broadcasting this now. I want people to hear it. I think you've not fulfilled your role as a sister or as a sister Kazina. There's reasons for that. We have compassion for the reasons. But the ultimate system that turns young ladies into relational aggressors is one that cannot go on. It turns families against one another. And it turns men into ogres and to sociopaths and to aggressive idiots that destroy their world. We cannot allow it. And we cannot allow this to be done on the good, fresh time of Vanessa and Harlan Luzlaviz and Hadas and all of these young people, Soma and all of them. You can't do, they take up their time with your nonsense. You have to cure your nonsense. And you can do that by becoming Co-Secretary General, Co-Savira, and have eternal life. If not, you choose a different path. I've warned you enough now for years how you're endangering yourself and other people. You need to wake up, and I am broadcasting this. You need to wake up now. No more dirty little secrets in our family. Relational aggression is rampant in this family. And unfortunately, you and one of the other sister traitors in the family have been doing it, two of them, And you all need to wake up so that you can become the glorious goddess-like women of Atlantis that you're meant to be, not the nonsense that you've become. You're going to have to focus on that telephone call with Georgine. And Georgine knows it, and we've already done a message for you, and there's also a message from Patricia on 2345-2345. She broadcast with me. She has more guts and courage than any of you. There. I'm ashamed. But I love you, and I want the very best for you and for all our world. We're going to be doing those hearings. I want you to testify about your experience. The colic was very painful, and you do remember it somewhat. I sense that you do remember the pain, and you need to testify to it because it was Dr. Strauss and the gender hierarchy of that time that is still yet going on. You're still allowing the same nonsense to go on. And how many little babies are suffering because you won't speak out about your own experience? That's not right. We have to learn. I love you. I want you to do the greatest good in the world. I want everything good for you. And for all our family, especially Vanessa and Harlan Lewis of his too. Equally. And Georgine, treat her like a second mother. You can have your first mother through the Stargates and all your great grandmothers. But Georgine was placed there for a purpose near you, and the two of you have to cooperate. I'm sending this message, and I say the names of the men in the family barely in a whisper. Because you put so much emphasis on older men in your life. The electric complex is way out of control in your psyche. And you need to wake up. It's okay to be imperfect. You can have issues, but to sit on them and be in a culture that doesn't even encourage people to go into therapy when they're causing distress to many members of their family and they're mutually causing distress to one another is a culture that is so stupid that what can I say? And it shows the IQs are dropping. Everything is dropping in this culture. Everything that was good that we had, we've been losing. We have to grab for it now and get it back. And this hearing is on the air. And you stand both as defendant, plaintiff, and juror, and you will make the right decision. You will choose for parity because you gave me the Da Vinci Code, the lace readers, and the Handmaid's Tale, and you knew that issue, this issue of the divine feminine, was the central issue of our time, and you're not a stupid girl, and you're not a stupid woman. So let's see you do the right thing on the hearings tomorrow. I'm sending this message.
You save this message. Your greeting has been saved. To change extension type, press 1. To record extension name, press 2. To manage greeting, press 3. To hear messages recorded in this extension,
outreach, and we have people from Australia, Brazil, all over the world watch these broadcasts. And we want to make it clear that the only way this planet can survive is by switching out of patriarchy and becoming an egalitarian parity culture. You understand what I'm saying? It's Rochelle. Bless you, darling, and come join us, and you can watch the broadcast. You'll see on the website how to get there. Okay, and we honor all your great and grandmother Shekinahs and all of ours, past, present, and future, and all our youth, age females and males, age 37 and younger, get to be first co-secretary generals, and that definitely does include you too. Thank you, dear. Every blessing. You too. And hello, and we'll join again. Okay, good. And now, yes, I certainly am. You're a very available line of people who are ready to talk, and that's what we need. People who are not hiding and afraid to talk. So you just did. I'll let you go now. I have some more kind of homey things I want to say to Vanessa and Harlan Lewis and show them some beautiful things over the internet. Okay, dear. Thank you so much. You too. Marvelous, miraculous. Okay. And Vanessa and Harlan Lewis and Vanessa, I decided I didn't want to call you without other feminine voices on the phone anymore. You used to have Anne Marie. You took her for granted. You don't get to have that anymore. I don't want you to personally take for granted people who are leaving you messages, although I will say that Ma Patricia did leave another message on 555. But I don't like what's going on with the way our family deals with Ma Patricia and Anne Marie. And now you can see I'm showing the milk. Let's see. Here's the milk. And here's the marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers, the heart lights, and the cakes. Okay? And they're all here, but I don't want these games anymore. And I don't approve of them, and I want you to hear that I am broadcasting this on the internet because our family has been engaging its younger generation in a pattern of relational aggression that the older women have been portraying in order to fit in with their need for patriarchs in the older males who are over age 38. These women are true father hungry, and they have mother wounds. They need to have that healed therapeutically. You know that they can be healed, and all people can be healed. And it is not acceptable to go for 27 years pretending that you don't know who your family tree is. That is not acceptable to Mother, Father, God, or to me.
I do want to let you know that we are an information and referral line. So my job here right now is if you have a certain information that you're looking for in regards to food pantries, cooling in the community, I might have that information. So right now, at this time, I do have other callers.
You go right ahead, Deanna. I'm so glad you could listen to all of this. You were a part of something very, very important, and we all learn from hearing other people. I bless you, dear.
Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
You too. Marvelous and miraculous. Go ahead on to your next call. And so I assume she went on. You went on to your next call, didn't you, Deandra? Yeah, she did. Okay, and now Donia Aurora, please, and Mary Rainbow Sweetheart, and Donia Aurora, please say hi. And now, I didn't say the names of our great and grandmothers. I do want to say them. I'll say them again to you. And I don't mind doing that. All of you there have been hiding, and you've been absorbing this and not allowing yourself to enjoy your own family heritage, which is one of the greatest in the world. And you have a neighbor who has one of the greatest in the world. And you don't know how to share that because Julianne Marie and Georgine both are afraid of each other because the women in this culture are engaging in a relational aggression. They're avoiding one another, and they're putting people down who don't want patriarchy. And there's a lot of people who don't want patriarchy. In fact, the majority of the world now really doesn't, but you're not told that. You're not being told that. So you need to understand that the only time people tend to look like they prefer patriarchy is when they're living in fear. And that is what I think has been happening to Vanessa and you. Harlan Lewis Levis, and Vanessa, you, Vanessa. I think you've been living in fear. I think you've been extorted. I think you've been pressured. I think you've been over-disciplined. And I think you haven't been allowed to express your own thoughts for a very long time. Now, you're both genius, excellent, goddess, godlike young people. And Julianne, Marie, and Georgine can be too. And all the members of our family, Marion, Hadass, all of us, can be just as compassionate and as bold as I am. You can all be true Qs. And I have already been doing quite a bit to appropriately shame the men who have betrayed our youth, their women, and themselves in this family. Just because the fair and unfairness takes the form of genderism doesn't make it acceptable. Just because that's a very old habit doesn't mean it's a right habit. And it isn't that old because long before then, societies were more friendly to the divine feminine. And you know that Atlantis was the best society we ever knew of on this planet. And it was not patriarchal. It was egalitarian. It had no wars. The people had high standards of living, lots of arts, lots of sciences, lots of beautiful ceremonies that were very democratic, and excellent time with nature. So we have to go back to that, and that's your jobs. We all have that job together now, and we'll get Julie, Marie, and Georgine. You put the milk in front of them and put your cell phone. And I want the whole world to know I'm asking you this. It's fine with me. Now, we already called some of our family that works for media, and we told their news department what we're doing. You probably watched that. I did that. I broadcast that. I'm not hiding. This is the Mother, Father, Goddess, God that is working through me. And you can also carry the love and the will of the Mother, Father, Goddess, God with the New Millennial Golden Rule. And so I say the names of Grandma Margulies and Grandma Popper and Grandma Harriet and Grandma, and we'll help little Jackie with her Alzheimer's, but she's got a really heavy load on her with the two sociopathic older boys. You don't have to be like that. You don't want to be like that. There's kinder men all over this world. You've been having the wrong models, and they've been harming you. And this is partly my fault because I wasn't there for you enough. But I had no idea of the games that were being played behind my back, because I would never play games like that. So I didn't really expect that to occur. But now I see that when women are embedded in patriarchy too long, they become each other's and their own worst enemies, and they hurt their own kids. Our family is filled with that. You know, I've been warning the people that they are harming our next generations by what they're doing. Not only the men, but the women. Now, this culture has to catch up with the rest of the world, including Europe especially. It has to catch up, or we're all going to go down together. So, you know, I say the names, and I say as Harriet and Little Rod and the Precious Antoinette and Grandma Rose and Risen Rose and Grandma Dorothy and Marie of Flowing Kindness and Dorothy and Lynn and, of course, Rachel. And because she is the mother of the Stargate member of our family, and that we can all have that and have that ability and better. And so we'll all be Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Secretaries, Equinox, True, Qs, space-time travel, an enjoyment of a time better than Salia and Wesley together on this planet, totally in balance, environmentally, happy people, no social decay, no war, no violence, no crime. You want it? You can have it. It's the New Millennial Golden Rule. You're going to co-deliver it with us, you and Hadass, and I already talked with a bunch of the young women and their mothers today, and Julia, Marie, and Georgine too. And Harlan, Vanessa and Harlan Luthlaviz, you are co-diamonds. I am not giving up on you at all. You know you can call me 24/7. But now I have to really attend to getting this hearings set up. It requires a lot of outreach on my part that I can't all do that's online. So you can't see all of it, but I'm doing a lot of it right now. And that arrangement will be ready, and we'll have it in place. And I hope that by the time not even a week goes by, Goddess God will grant us back what we should have had during this time. A space-faring, Stargate-connected civilization entirely sustainable on this planet that has gender parity and all the intersectional justices, and for whom all people are eternally wealthy and healthy and young. Okay, and that's what it is. And so Donnie Aurora Fleas and Mari Rainbow Sweet, and I also say the names of the men of the family: Julian, Phyllis, Helen, Nemo, Paul, and the younger brothers of Joseph, Milton, and Carl. And you know, you can call me 24/7. Don't go to any patriarchal medical teams. And you know about both Martha Howard and Vicki Matthews. Martha Howard is the best for the Crohn's issues, but they're both good as far as holistic, and they're very welcoming of family counseling. That's what we have to do, or a family reconciliation circle. But once you begin to say parity, not patriarchy, a lot of the blemishes of our family lives, the problems, will go away. They will just vanish. It's the fact that you haven't been saying that is catching you and other people now in a very ground down situation that can't work. So I love you both. You can call me 24/7. I say huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs. And I'm sending this message. Okay, we're just going to show our graphic letting you know of our hearings that are occurring.